So what do you want to be called?
Linda.
No, not like a fake. Like my name is itsmeladyg. If you want to be like Mama G.
Okay, it'd be Mama G.
Hello guys, it's me, Lady G, and I'm here with my mother. What do you want to be called?
I'm Mama G.
Okay, that's Mama G. And we're driving to New Jersey, and hopefully this is in focus and everything. If not, apologize. We're gonna do the mom tag. I have my mother listen to one on YouTube already, and I told her not to steal the answers. Okay. Alright, so you have to read the questions because obviously I can't read the questions.
It says, what was I like?
Talk louder. Talk louder.
It was, what was I like as a child?
So I meaning me.
Yes. What were you like as a child?
Right.
As a child, you were quiet. You were active.
Go 1 point.
And you were a loving
Wait till she's
child.
finished.
Exit to the right.
Very alert. And you were a loving child.
You don't have to be like
On
super nice. Like,
Exit to the right.
Like we go in Atlantic City. You were pretty close to me. You wanted to stay by me most of the time. However, you were very
look in the camera.
you were very controlling.
We're not going to Atlantic City.
Like you wanted friends around because at the time you were the only child, but after a certain period of time you wanted them to go home. So you'd always make sure that they went home. And if they didn't go home, you would get tired and you would actually come and lay on me and say, when they're going home.
Alright. Number 2.
What do you think of me making YouTube videos? Basically, I felt very reluctant at first, and I was very scared because I wasn't sure where it's going to go. And I know I'm a paranoid person, and I hear all sorts of things about what happens with these YouTube videos. You don't know whose hand it's going to be in and how people are going to use it. So I was a little reluctant, but I guess with your reassurance and you're showing me the different ones that you're doing, I guess it helped to ease. What's something funny I did when I was younger? You like to get dressed up. I remember you used to love your little doll carriage.
Sucks.
You would get dressed up and you would put on your little slip. You like to look feminine. Back then I had on these little slips, and you take your little slip, put on your little slip, and you push your little baby in the baby carriage. Also, I would take you in the store, and you used to like to want to run around, and you'd start running underneath the clothes in the store, and I'd be trying to catch you in the store.
What about the time when with that little boy at graduation?
Oh yeah, at graduation, this little boy wanted to dance with you. He wanted to take you out to eat, and you got so upset. You were crying for almost an hour, and you had a cousin that
I was in kindergarten. It was kindergarten.
It was kindergarten graduation. He liked you.
Bear right.
And he wanted to take you to eat at McDonald's. We followed her father, myself, and her cousin. We took her to McDonald's, and she sat there pouting, and she did eat with them, but she was so upset that he could actually ask. Have you learned anything about fashion or beauty from me? Yes. Learned about makeup and fashion. I'm always asking you what looks good, like you told me about putting a belt on, or like certain types of jewelry or certain type of clothes.
She means put the belt on, like when you have a dress.
When you have a dress.
Sometimes a dress needs a belt.
Right. And I thought because I had become heavier set, I shouldn't wear a belt, but she was encouraging me to wear a belt. Also, when we were in Albuquerque, we went bra shopping.
She's talking about the time when we went to Albuquerque, and I forced her. She was gonna get we went bra shopping, and I forced the person to come into into the dressing room with her to measure her, and she didn't like it too much.
Also, I used to wear a lot of bigger clothes, and she encouraged me to wear clothes that are more fitted to my body. And I would, again, feel because I was heavy, I wear all these bigger clothes. So I kind of like changed some of the way I've dressed. I've gone through a few clothes, so I have a lot of extra clothes, but I'm slowly developing my own self. What's a weird habit of mine? Of yours? Should I name a few? My daughter is a perfectionist. I don't know to say if it's a weird habit or something that irritates me. One of the two.
Yeah, that's the next question.
I could do a combined question.
All right.
My daughter, I tell her that she talks about me in front of people, and that makes me feel bad. She has a way of like...
I don't talk about you.
She has a way of like how she says it. So, also, habit, she'll start stamping her feet.
I stamp my feet?
Like, put your hands up. Like, she gets impatient.
Yes.
She has no patience. And
I have some patience.
Well, let me tell you, since she has a child now, her patience has increased. I mean, I think as time goes on, she's going to have to, because having a child makes you patient, make you a lot more patient. So,
yeah, that's true.
She's used to moving it when you want to, when she needs it to be done. But as you'll see, as you get older, you can't move as fast, and it's not all about you. And I've seen her how she has changed, and it makes makes a big difference.
So I think you answered 2 questions.
I answered 2 questions.
Oh.
If you had to rename me, what would it be? I'd probably name her Tamara.
Tamara?
Yeah. I don't know.
How did you even come up with my name anyway?
Well, it was a combination of coming up
My
with
name's
Tiffany.
How did that happen?
Well, because prior to Tiffany being born, I had several miscarriages, and I always liked jewelry, and to me, I always liked the store Tiffany and Cartiers at the time. I don't even know if Cartiers actually didn't exist.
You picked Tiffany over Cartier.
So I used to go in the window and look at the stones and the necklaces and things in both of the stores, or walk through the Cartiers and Tiffany's. So my sister, who's now passed away, says, since you like Tiffany's so much, why don't you name her Tiffany? And I said, that's a nice name, Tiffany. What is one thing you wish she would do?
Because I know you're going to say something.
I wish she would be nicer to her mother. She would take her mother out.
We're going out now.
Yeah. What is something that I'm obsessed over? My daughter.
That I'm obsessed over.
My daughter
something that I'm obsessed
is organized. Neatness
Go.
and organization.
What? Stop telling her what she's talking.
Your destination, 5 North Minnesota.
How do you turn it off?
I mean, which is a good thing. So that's it.
But I'm sure that could turn around and be what annoys you.
Well, yeah, because I'm not the neatest person in the world, so, and she'll come blah, 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 you don't need this, you don't need this. But what I'm learning is...
Didn't you say everybody has... I must have passed it because I don't know where.
Everybody has a talent.
That's right.
And that's her talent. So it's kind of like we have a business relationship. She has some of my qualities. I guess it would be, since she's my daughter. However, I'm a visionary person, and she's an executor.
There we go. She admitted it.